Have you ever stopped and wondered, could there ever actually be a zombie apocalypse? And if it actually happened, would humanity even survive? Let's find out on today's episode of
Colossal Questions.
Let's start with some good news. No matter how popular zombies become in movies, TV shows, comics, and books, experts don't believe there's much of a chance we'll ever see a real-life zombie outbreak. There's never been a known virus that can cause the neurons in a brain to spark back to life and reanimate a brain that's already dead. What's dead is, well, dead. Now, in the animal kingdom, there is a real-life fungal infection that looks and sounds an awful lot like zombification. It's called Orpheocordyceps, and it's a fungus that invades the body of an ant. Within a few days, the fungal infection completely takes over the poor little ant's body and forces it to climb up a tree or tall plant, cling onto a leaf, and then die. Creepy. The fungus then bursts out of the dead ant's head and releases spores into the air to start the cycle again. Super creepy. It's the closest thing to a real-world zombie, but as weird as it is, undead ants with mushrooms in their heads aren't exactly brain-eating monsters. But if somehow, in some fantasy future, there actually was an outbreak of the undead, well, what would happen? One study determined that hordes of zombies would whittle down Earth's population to just a few hundred survivors in only 100 days. It would take the first 20 days for a single zombie to start a small epidemic. From there, things would snowball fast. More and more people would get bitten every day, making more and more zombies, which would make it harder for humans to find anywhere safe to hide and leaving almost no one alive. There are two possible silver linings though. First off, a zombie infection would be easy to contain since it's passed along by bite instead of the air or water. Secondly, humans wouldn't be alone in the fight. We'd have some allies. A slow zombie stumbling around an empty neighborhood would basically be free food for any scavenger, like a vulture, and a total feeding frenzy for all those fungi and insects that help dead things decompose. Plenty of zombies would be taken down by the Earth's unending ability to eat up and break down just about everything, even walking corpses. So, what would happen in a real-life zombie outbreak? Well, things would go bad. Really, really bad. But, lucky for us, zombies remain a fun bit of fiction rather than any kind of real concern. At least for now.